Well, here I am again. Um, Yet another 3D printing thing. This is a knob for my kitchen stove, and my kid broke it. Turned it really hard one way and snapped this little black piece in two. There's a crack right there where my fingernail is. And I was going to glue it back together. And I know this looks horrible, but I was going to glue it back together, the two pieces. This piece was a completely different piece. Then I got to thinking, shoot, I can 3D print it. So I measured this as 12.5 millimeters, and then I gave it some thickness, designed this up, and put a little chamfer on the inside where I could put the two pieces together, slide it together. It took about 40 minutes to print. I did it really thick where it would be nice and strong, but just a really quick, easy way to fix a problem that I don't think glue by itself would have fixed. But with this, it constrains it together and keeps that pull back together. Now I can put it back on my stove, which I thought was kind of neat. This is a little rifle that I have. It's just a little 22 single shot deal. I 3D printed these little things from Thingiverse, and this pistol grip from Thingiverse. This thing came, or I wanted to buy one of these from Chiappa, which is who makes this gun, and they've been out of stock for I don't know how long. And I mean, it just makes the gun that much easier to use, which I thought was pretty neat. I also, I don't know why they do this, but they had these three rails here on the rifle, and it was where these three holes are here, so you can see the screws there. But this is plastic. I'm sorry, but I just don't trust this for mounting an optic to. So plastic eventually deforms. If you put any kind of torque on this, it's going to mash the plastic, and it's just never going to hold a zero. So what I did is, this is a Ruger 1022 rail. This is flat, and I just clamped it in on my mill, took that down to where it was flat, and then measured. There was a sight that was back here. This scope doesn't have a lot of eye relief, so I needed to move it back this way. Otherwise, it was way up here. It was uncomfortable to use. So I just used one of the existing holes, and then it was like, I think it was 26 millimeters and then 45 millimeters. And I just drilled it and then chamfered it to use with one of these little M3 screws. And that fixed that for me. So, I don't know. I thought it was a neat way to do it. It pulled the sight all the way back here, gave me a rigid aluminum sight. I have no idea why they would make that out of plastic. That's absolutely stupid. And then I just took the other ones that had 4 rails on it on the front here. I took the other ones off and 3D printed this little holder here for extra ammo. But you know, that is what I really thought was kind of an interesting fix. I've had that sitting there for months, broken, and couldn't figure out how I was going to fix it. I was actually going to 3D print a whole nother knob, but I think this is a little bit better of a fix. And if it ever tries to break again, I may actually print 2 or 3 more of these and put on the other knobs to kind of strengthen them, but maybe that'd be a bad idea. Either way, I thought that was cool. I use this SVO2 to do the print, and right now I'm printing another a different style pistol grip for this thing, just to play with it on the SVO4. I will say the SVO2 took a little bit more figuring after the Creality that I had when I bought it. I actually got it at work. I use that one to make jigs and stuff at work. But this one does a great job. It's half the price, and it's got a bigger build plate. And you have the option of dual things. To be honest with you, 99% of the time, I only use one of the spools. But it's handy to have that option, I guess. So SV04, it took a while to get it dialed in, but I like the machine, and it's kind of my go-to machine now. So anyway, hope that helps somebody. But it's been a while since I posted something, I know. But anyway, have a good night. Bye.